Hi, my name is Elias Bojacki. I'm a marketing coordinator for the Illinois Solar Education Association. Today, I'll be talking about the Illinois Solar Tour. This year, due to the current global pandemic, the Illinois Solar Tour will be held virtually this year. This video is here to provide you with a guideline, tips, and tricks to making your video for Solar Tour look nice, clean, and professional. All you'll be needing is a smartphone and we're ready to go. So let's begin. For this video tutorial, I'll be using an iPhone. However, everything I show you should be available in some form or another on other smartphone devices. We'll begin by changing a few settings on your phone that will improve the quality of your video. First, we're going to open up Settings. Then we're going to scroll down to where it says Camera, and once there, click on Camera. Once in Camera, we're going to click on Grid. Grid is a good tool to use when composing a shot, and I'll go more into this later. Next, we're going to open Record Video. Now, I already have my phone at the highest resolution and FPS. So whatever is the best for your phone, click it, and that's it. Now these next few steps are pretty basic, so if you want to skip it, go ahead, but I'm simply going to show you different ways you can open the camera app so you can start filming. The first way to do this is by simply pressing the camera app itself, and there you go. And then to open up to video, just slide to the left until it says video, and you're ready to start filming. The next way to open the camera app is to slide down until this menu bar opens, and then simply click the camera icon button. Now I'm going to be jumping straight into the camera app. What you're going to want to do is make sure that you're filming horizontally and not vertically. Now I'm going to quickly freeze this frame here and quickly point out the grid that we turned on earlier. It's divided into 3 sections, and this is called the rule of thirds, and this simply helps us to compose an image. What this can help do is give balance to your frame along with depth. Now for our purposes, we're not going to get artistic or fancy with it. We're simply going to keep our subjects in this middle square at the center because the videos we are making are focused on relaying information rather than to impress artistically. Now I'm going to move on to focusing and brightness. To focus on a subject, we are going to tap that subject on our phone screen, and a yellow box will appear with a little sun marker next to it. That is how you know your object or subject is in focus. For me, it will be this Rubik's Cube. Now what I'm going to do is change the brightness. So once this yellow box appears, a little sun marker will be next to it, and simply slide that sun marker up and down to change the brightness. Once you have found an acceptable level of brightness, you're going to hold down on that spot until the yellow block blinks twice and a yellow tag called AF lock will appear. What this means now is that your focus and your brightness are now locked in. So if you're moving from inside to outside or from a shaded area to a sunny area, the brightness won't spike and dim. It will just stay stable, along with keeping your object you have placed still in focus. Once everything is calibrated, you are then free to click the bright red record button or press the volume button on the side of your phone to start recording. For this next part, I'm going to be using Peter Gore's virtual solar tour example video, which will be in the description down below. And I want to talk about how he's framing himself, which is in the center of the frame. He's well focused. His shoulders are showing, which is good because you never want to crop yourself off at the head and look bodiless. Also, he is well lit along with his background, and the whole frame just has a nice balance to it, which is exactly what you want to do when filming yourself for your virtual solar tour video as well. So for this next part, I'm simply going to tell you how to zoom in and out while recording on your iPhone. So what you're going to want to do is take your first finger and your thumb, press it on the screen, and you're going to want to pinch and expand your fingers, and this will give you the little sliding scale on the right hand side that shows you when you're zooming in and out, and that's how you do it on the iPhone.
Now it's time to use everything we've learned and start filming your virtual solar tour. Now, before this ends, there's a few things I just want to mention. One is to try and shoot during golden hour, which in Illinois during the summer is around, take or give 6 a.m. till, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. and then from around 4:30 p.m. till around 6 p.m. Again, this is only for Illinois in the summer. And the other thing is to shoot with the sun to your back, because I'm going to show you the counterexample, and why you shouldn't do this is because I'm going to turn and face the sun. And as we can see, it gives us a very bleached, washed out look, which is what we want to try and avoid. So remember, always try and shoot with your back to the sun, because during golden hour especially, we'll have these nice colors pop out a little bit more, gives everything a little more depth with the shadows. And two more things is, when filming, hold your elbows close to your body when holding the phone to give it a little more stability, because human hands aren't exactly the most stable thing at any point. So if you have a tripod, use that instead if you're able to. And the other thing is, I'm using a stereo mic because I do not have a good microphone, but if you're a little more advanced than I am and you have a good mic, definitely use that to record your voice, because with the stereo mic, you have to avoid shooting on windy days, or if there's any lawn work going on or construction near where you live, it will be a bit distracting, and you don't want to shoot on those days, preferably. All these rules are more like guidelines. There's nothing strict that you should abide by, but these are just best practices. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up.
This ends the tutorial for our virtual solar tour. We will also be providing a written guide of best practices along with an example video to reference if you need further help. Also, please feel free to leave questions in the comments down below or email us. Everything I have just mentioned will be provided in the description down below. Thank you and have a wonderful solar tour.